Hi guys, so today I want to share another story with you. Today I want to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Lisa Rinna wants pal Sutton back on the show, plus a recap review of season 10, episode 1. Okay guys, time to review the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Now I'm going to give you guys a thorough review. I'm going to go into detail because I know a lot of you said that you weren't watching this season because of what happened last season with Lisa Vanderpump. And I feel the same way. I am a part of the Lisa Vanderpump squad, okay? I'm going to call it her LVP dog pound, okay? You know she loves dogs. We're a part of the dog pound, the LVP dog pound. We are Team Lisa all day long, every day, all day. So I have to give you guys an in-depth review so you guys know what you're missing and if you guys need to return to watching the show or not, okay? And so far, it's a huge not. I mean, Andy Cohen really needs to be slapped, okay? I know he's sick, but when he gets back on his feet and is 100% in strength again, someone needs to slap the hell out of him. He took our precious Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and ruined it, people. Ruined it, okay? Let's go into detail. So last night's episode was all basically revolved around Kyle, okay? She was supposed to be debuting her fashion line during Fashion Week in New York, okay? Now, just stop right there, people. That's your problem right there. This is not Kyle's show anymore, okay? This is Lisa Rinna's show. Stop trying to convince us, Andy, that this is Kyle's show. You have to be a strong leader for this to be your show. No one wants the leader to be a people-pleasing ass kisser. No! We need a woman of strength and power to be the leader. And listen, Kyle just doesn't have it. She needs to be demoted. There, I said it. It doesn't need to be Kyle's show anymore. This is Lisa Rinna's show, point blank, period. Okay, so that was your first mistake right there, is making the ass kisser the leader of the show. Okay, and of course, in classic Kyle fashion, she was worried about everything. She was uncertain of herself. She was stressed out, and I didn't know what to do. And then at the end of the day, I don't want to say it. The only reason I'm saying it is because I'm giving a thorough review. Her clothes, they kind of suck. Is that bad? They suck. I mean, how are you going to debut in New York, okay, of all places? It's the fashion capital, people, and it was awful, okay? It gave me a headache. She loves patterns and colors. She looks like she should be in Hawaii somewhere on vacation. It was awful, people, awful, okay? But the whole show was based around her fashion show. And she didn't know what the hell she was doing, so she had to go to Dorit, okay? And Dorit, of course, as usual, doesn't have her own storyline, people. The entire show, she was Kyle's flunky, okay? She was helping with this fashion line. We still don't know anything about her private life. She tried to sprinkle things in to give us an illusion that she was out of debt, but that's not true. I believe she said that she resolved the case with her ex-partner. Okay, so it was resolved, arbitrated. We don't know what happened. They're not saying what happened, but that doesn't mean you're out of debt. You still have that tax lien, remember that? And you're still making payment plans to Nico's. You're not out of debt. You're still broke. But she never comes out and says that I'm out of debt. Me and PK are out of debt now. She'll just say, I'm glad those lawsuits were resolved. They weren't resolved until you pay them off, okay? But anyway, look. At least she helped. She knew what she was doing. I'll give her that. Dorit knows fashion. She always looks pretty, and she knows what she's doing because Kyle's running around like a chicken with her head cut off. And Kyle does not know fashion. No one wants to see a jazzed up version of your muumuus. Another thing I found somewhat odd in this fashion show is Kyle let the cast and her children walk on the show. Who does that? Like, when is the last time you've been to a Versace show and she had Uncle Ed and Aunt Betty and all of her cousins and the milkman and, I don't know, the cable guy walking on the show? I mean, it really gave it a soup kitchen feel, in my opinion. I mean, really, letting Paris Hilton and Nikki Hilton walk in the show, that's one thing. But Teddy, I mean, who looked like she was rodeo dancing, it was like quite odd, just in my opinion, people. Remember Lisa Vanderpump used to hate it when she wore those muumuus? I mean, it was a mess. Now, in between watching the main storyline, which would be Kyle, then they would sprinkle in bits and pieces of other people's storylines. But it was still awful. Okay, one of the storylines was Erica Jane. Okay, we all know this is Lisa Rinna's high-paid flunky. Okay, she never has a storyline of her own. She's still the ice princess, cold as water. Okay, cold as ice, people. That personality, she's just cold. Well, this episode she was supposed to be opening up, informing us that she used to be a stripper in her younger days, but a stripper that kept their clothes on. Ice Princess, look, if you're supposed to be opening up, tell us the whole story. Have you guys ever heard of a damn stripper that keeps their bathing suit parts on? No, what? Then you weren't a stripper, okay? Don't try to pretty it up. You were a stripper. You got, had your ass and tits out like the rest of them. Shut up, Erica. Just shut up. Now let's talk about the queen of the show. That would be Lisa Rinna. Lisa's storyline was exactly the same as the previous seasons, which is she hides behind other people's storylines. So she told us what a great year her daughters are having in modeling, okay? Still not her storyline. And also, this was an epic fail. So we all know it was Lisa Rinna that wanted the show to bring on Sutton, her friend. This was a epic, okay, people? Epic fail, okay? I have a feeling that Bravo thought this new girl would be a Lisa Vanderpump replacement. Epic fail. Listen, Andy Cohen, must I go over what a Real Housewife of Beverly Hills is supposed to be? Okay? There's this criteria here that you have to meet. Number one, you have to be beautiful. Okay? All of the housewives of Beverly Hills are beautiful. Even lips. Even Lisa Rinna with her big lips. She's pretty. You've got Erica Jane. Stunning. Dorit. Beautiful. Even ass-kissing Kyle. Beautiful. This new girl? Plain Jane, okay? Really? You think you're going to bring a Plain Jane on to replace Lisa Vanderpump with all of her class? Listen, Lisa Vanderpump is pushing 60. She's pushing 60, people. She's beautiful. You can't bring this Plain Jane off the street and expect us to like her and for her to fit in with the rest of the beauties, and she's just a Plain Jane. I think they were thinking because she had money that she would be a beautiful fit. So you know how many people have money? So what? No, you have to have character, people, and this new girl, no character whatsoever. She came off judgmental and better than. In fact, she even said it. I'm a bit judgmental because she was roasting the hell out of Erica Jane because Erica Jane was in an outfit that showed her ass cheeks. You know, she's an ex-stripper. What do you expect? But anyway, if you want to show your ass, go show your ass. But not this new girl. She was like, oh, God, I was so shocked. Shut up. I'm so glad that Bravo demoted you before we got to know you because no one likes a stuck-up bitch. Now, in real time, the queen and the ass kisser, Lisa Rinna and Erica Jane, are going around saying that they want Sutton back on the show. We don't even have to worry about this, people. Bravo is not bringing her back. There is a reason that they demoted her, believe me. Now let's talk about the new girl, Garcelle and Denise Richards. Okay, this was one of the highlights of the show. Now remember, I was terrified of my fave, Garcelle, coming on the show because I know how trashy the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is. I mean, you just got to get in line. You have to start attacking people, and showing your worst sides or you're going to get fired. No, not necessarily. Garcelle managed to not do that. She was elegant and poised. She gave her point of view. You could tell that her friendship with Denise Richards was authentic. I believe they said they've been friends for 20 years. When they were talking about Charlie Sheen, because Denise is taking Charlie Sheen back to court. I believe she said he hasn't paid child support for a year. And Garcelle was asking her questions, and you could just tell that these two were good friends. I really liked Garcelle. She came off really good. And of course, Denise is the only one, yet again, with a real storyline. And what I like about Denise is the other women were trying to tell her, you need to get a lawyer. I believe Erica called her husband on the spot. Doesn't Denise need a lawyer? And then they shoot back to Denise's interview, and she was like, I know Charlie. I know what I'm doing. This is my life. I'm not listening to them. I love that. You gotta, if you're going to be on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, you have to have courage, Kyle. Okay? You have courage to live your own life, and Denise Richards has lots of it. Denise and Garcelle is the only highlights of the show, okay? Because no one else really has a storyline. It was bad, people. It was bad. And you could tell that they are looking forward to Denise and the Brandy storyline because they showed clips of it at the end of the video. Like, hang on, please. It's not always going to be this boring. We got Brandy and Denise coming up. That's what it felt like for me. A cry for help. It was a cry for help at the end. They were showing scenes from the upcoming seasons, mostly about Denise and Brandy. And to be honest with you guys, I'm not going to watch until those two get on the screen. No one gives a damn about the rest of it. It was boring. You could feel the effect of Lisa Vanderpump being gone. It lost its class, its spark for being in Beverly Hills. Remember, they're all supposed to be rich and beautiful, and you get to see people's lives behind the gate. This new Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is showing how dysfunctional rich people can be. That's what it is. I hope I didn't leave anyone out. Oh, I left out Teddy. So, when is Teddy going to get demoted? There, I asked. Teddy and Kyle need to get demoted. Teddy announced she was pregnant this episode, so it's clear the entire episode she's going to be even quieter than before, only this time she's going to be quiet with cravings. No one cares that Teddy is pregnant. They showed her working out yet again. Teddy needs to go. I don't know how she's made it this long. It's because her best friend is boring as she is, Kyle. This episode was awful. It was definitely in need of Lisa Vanderpump and the spark that they used to have back in the days when they were just rich women running around town having fun. I don't know when Kyle became so damn insecure, but no one wants to watch a story about an insecure, flaky woman. I mean, it was awful, people. It was awful. And it was awful because of Andy Cohen. We all know that Andy Cohen is a self-mutilator. If something's going too good in his life, he always shoots himself in the foot. I mean, he just loves pain. I mean, he almost tried to mess up the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but Nene Leakes wouldn't let him. Thank God for Nene Leakes. Andy Cohen is the reason that the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is where it is today. I will not be watching it until Denise comes on with Brandy, and as far as I'm concerned, there's no reason to. I will be covering the stories though if they make the headlines, but besides that, I will not be watching this show again. Okay, you guys, as I say in every video, we all have our different opinions, and that just happens to be mine. So that was my review of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Let me know in the comments section what you thought of it. If you watched it, let me know what you think of my review if you did not watch it. Also, if you like this video, don't forget to click that like button. If you haven't already subscribed and hit the notification bell, go ahead and do that. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye!